Hey guys, it's Miss Coconut here, as promised, dressing a love candle. Before you start any work, of course you want to take your spiritual bath to remove obstacles. I do make custom baths, so please reach out to me at the link below if you want further information. I appreciate it. I purchased these candles at the dollar store, so I have to warn you, you would want to look at the bottom to see where the wick falls. If it's in the center, it will give you a cleaner burning candle if you look for signs at the end of your ritual, so just be aware of that. If it's off-centered, your results may be off as well. You want to, of course, remove the labels that are attached as much as you can and clean your candles. I also have the Lady Guadalupe candle. Some people may pray to their saints, deities, different gods, and if there are candles associated with them, by all means, please use them. You can clean your candles with sage, water, Florida water. Just take a little bit, you don't need much. So a little drop in your hand. I'm going to clean with my left hand in a counterclockwise motion. You want to wipe it clean. And you can even wipe down to remove. Make sure you wipe the bottom. And of course, in a counterclockwise motion, you want to make sure you clean out the top. Many people will tell you to trim your wick a little bit, you'll have better results. I have actually took a skewer and made some holes in this candle because I want to have the ability to put some of my love oil in those holes. The number of holes will depend on your tradition. Most people say an odd amount. This particular one has 4 because I'm actually going to address the elements in this particular spell. All right, to start, you want to have some dried ingredients, and this is basic, okay? So I'm just going to add a little bit of rosebuds. What says love better than roses? Got for my friends at HRS Botanica. Please check them out. And then I have the Yoni tea that was made by It's Time for Healing Holistic and Fitness Sanctuary. This smells amazing. Lots of flowers and delicious stuff in here. Now, if you don't have this, you can use any tea blends that you may have that you feel brings in that aroma of love. But for sure, you want to get some dried roses. That is without question. You want to go ahead and pound that until it becomes very fine. And I'm going to use almond oil today. Once you have enough of the mixture, what I would recommend to do then is take a little bit. You can get a dropper, or you can take your finger, you can place a little bit in the hole, and then use the skewer to kind of plug the holes in with the love oil that you just made. Now, when you add the dried herbs to the candles, just be aware that, of course, it releases the essence, but it also makes the candle a little bit more flammable, so watch it and be careful. So when you have enough of that mixture in all of the holes, right, because you've done that in a clockwise motion, of course, then you could begin to dress the candle in a few different ways. One thing I have here is a pink ribbon. And I have a little charm on it. It says love, it has a heart. Going to attach that. Isn't that pretty? Yeah. And I also have a extra one of those charms. I'm actually going to stick it right on there. I have some pink glitter. I'm going to just gently, in a clockwise motion, add a little bit of the pink glitter there. It's almost like arts and crafts, and while you're doing this, you want to definitely set the intention of romance and love, drawing that love to you, seeing you happy, seeing you whole and complete, first by yourself, but then whole and complete, drawing that same type of love towards you. And that's your dressed candle. If you want to make a simple love oil, I recommend a few drops of almond oil, some lavender, some orange oil, a little bit of vitamin E, cinnamon oil, and rose oil. Go ahead and mix that up in a container similar to this. I have my rose quartz crystal and my quartz crystal as an amplifier. Mix that up, sit that out in the sun, and let it brew, and that becomes a perfume that you could wear. I would take this, and when no one's looking, I would add a little bit of this to somebody's shoes. I'm not saying who, but you know who, right? Add it to their shoes, and that will draw them towards you. I have my cinnamon here because you just can't have a love recipe without cinnamon in it. So sprinkle a little bit of that cinnamon in a clockwise motion just on the edges of this candle, being careful to stay away from the wick because you don't want that to flare up unnecessarily. My last piece of advice I want to give to you is that when you do this ritual, you want to make sure that your mind stays focused on creating the most beautiful life that you can imagine. I thank you so much for watching today. Please hit me below at the link that's provided for questions, for comments. I'd love to hear from you. And as always, Om Shreem BRZEE.